We've come all alumni of Greater Grace, and we expect to learn more after the 3 days. For what we expect after the program, we expect to really learn a lot. For instance, we expect to, after the program, we'll be able to write appealing CVs, and also we will be really prepared on how to attend interviews. What I can tell my fellow youths is life after school is really challenging, and they should avoid peer pressure, and also so that they can also engage their minds, so that they avoid being idle. That can lead to drug abuse and also substance take. For that will make their education not to be really meaningful in their lives. Students face a lot of challenges. Those include peer pressure and also wanting to fit in. This is because in life, when you are in campus, you face identity crisis, and that makes you want to belong in a certain level. And so someone should accept their situation and also accept themselves, so that they can cope through that. Been taught on how to accept ourselves, and also to set goals that are achievable, and also which are real, so that you can be able to attain. You should not really strain a lot. You should not set things that you can't achieve.
We've been conducting the mentorship program, and this has been targeting specifically for this. We've been working with the university students. The department has been of so much importance and impactful to the learners, especially on digital literacy, the digital space. And also, we've done mentorship programs before, that is for the high school learners. The department has also been conducting boot camps, and this has been impactful as well in addressing some of the gaps, especially within the education system. Now, this is relating to the CBC, whereas they have activities, they have exercises that are attached to technology, now integrated into their curriculum that they need to accomplish. However, in most of the public schools, you realize that they do not have basic learning and teaching materials. So the program comes in handy in bridging this gap, and at least helping them in achieving the objectives, and also achieving scheduled activities for each and every course.
But if I've had to introduce that person to someone and really pray that things, not even pray, be sure that things will move to the next level. And if you get somebody who can do it, please then give your best foot forward. Go there.
To Thursday, and on the health bit, we covered on reproductive health, gender-based violence, and mental health. We noticed that these are the most issues that these students undergo, and the biggest problem is that they don't speak out. And you normally find that most of them end up falling into depression, and some even committing suicide. So we are encouraging them to speak up, and if anyone has a problem, you can reach out to the nearest facility, and we have also linked them up with psychologists and reproductive health champions who can talk to them and help them address some of the issues that they are having.
And somebody comes through the door, given the role, branch manager, and you have come and support you. However expensive it is, and if it is like branded, right? How do you show? You are not prepared, and you do not, sorry for me to use this.
Possibly I'm supporting agriculture. In agriculture, we're also mentoring the young generation to be able to know that this is where their food comes from, and to be able to align themselves on what is actually happening on the ground. Also, we are supporting other programs in terms of STEM, as earlier mentioned, and health, and working with also the junior youths in the society to be able to embrace agriculture as a job, and also as a way of supplementing food. Actually, the successes that we are seeing is that we are able to train young farmers to be able to embrace agriculture, so that they can be able to cultivate the other crops that favor their environment to be able to gain food and also surplus for income, to generate income. Yeah.
You realize there are so many people these days, even when they ask you for your interview details, they would like to see your LinkedIn profile, right? Many courses, including free courses on LinkedIn. So by being on LinkedIn, one already tells your interviewer.
At the moment, we have a mentorship program that's going on. This is for university students. It's a 3-day mentorship program for the university students who were here at Grace, who started actually the first cohort that started here at Grace in 2011. They are 4th years right now, and we saw also one way of bringing them back and giving them opportunities is through the mentorship program. So we are covering different areas on life in campus, how the experiences have been. We are talking to them about career development, employability skills, and different other topics that will help them as they transition to the job market, so that they also gain the necessary skills, they ask the questions, they also have experts who are talking to them in the relevant fields, so that they know, what's out there, what's waiting for them, and also how they can take advantage of the different opportunities. So we feel it's a good program for them. We also had the high schools who came and we had different conversations with them. We feel it's something that is going to help them in their growth and also help them grow positively and change their perceptions, or overall just change the youth perceptions, so that they can just find ways of becoming better citizens and better individuals in the long run. Yeah, so that's currently what we are doing, and yeah, we hope that we will have a story to tell as they transition to the different sectors and life. So within the community, some of the challenges we face is most of our learners come from extremely needy backgrounds. So most parents are not able to pay their school fees, and this has been a challenge that we've been facing. And majority of our learners are actually on scholarships. There are some who are on full scholarships and partial scholarships. And them transitioning to high school for some has also been a challenge, but the one thing over the years for all those learners who've done the KCPE from Grace, we've actually had 100% transition rate. Some of the learners, we've had to find ways to assist them with the scholarships to be able to continue with their education, but for some it's still a challenge and most parents are not able to afford, and this also still affects them joining university because the parents cannot afford. On the other area, also on aspects of agriculture, Kisii is an agrarian community, and most of the families have very small pieces of land. So making, getting an income out of it or also sustaining the families has been an issue. So through that, it's a way of, we are trying to see how can we also work with the community so that they can get the different, they learn the different technologies, how can they make use of what they have. Because that's a challenge, and they are not able to address the issues of food security, which also affects them, as a household, they are not able to get food. Also for health, for us, we are dealing with children, so they face multiple needs. They have we have multiple barriers that sometimes they will share. There are issues of gender-based violence, there are issues of teenage pregnancies, and so many other issues that affect them as children. And we try to have the guidance and counseling sessions, work with the experts in those areas so that they can have conversations, because it's something that is affecting our children here, it's affecting the community, and we want to see how can we improve on that and what can we do to make the situation better.